My wife and I were quarreling. She told me that all my children were not mine. I quickly borrowed money for DNA test. We were always quarreling and my mouth is usually the strongest anytime we quarrel. This time around, I accused her that she wanted to kill me so that she would carry small boys around. She laughed and asked me if I'm sure that is not one of those small boys that impregnated her for my children. My heart started beating fast. I quickly asked her to repeat it because my worst fear is training another man's child. She repeated it and said that the children are not mine and it's one of those small boys she was carrying that impregnated her. She said if I think she's lying, I should go and do a DNA test. It was then I flared up. I said before my wife was confident of saying I should go and do DNA test, that means she's saying the truth. I told her to leave my house before I will know what to do. She hissed and went to pack her load. I told her if the children are not mine, both of us will die. She said I'm the only one that will buy. We both almost fought, but she ran out of the house. I couldn't sleep all through that day. My nyash was just hot. I said I must do DNA test before my mind will come down. The children are 15, 10, and 7 years old. Does that mean that I have worked for nothing? I was sleeping and I was crying. I was into Lapo Microfinance Bank, but it's been long I took money from them. Because of the DNA test, I told them to pack money for me, and it was one of my friends that stood for me. As soon as the money reached my hand, they did not break before I woke the children up and packed all of them inside keke. I was just telling myself that if the children are not mine, I will just kill myself in the hospital. The children were asking me why I was crying, but I told them to shut up. In fact, I have not given them face since the issue started because thinking wanted to finish my life. After the test was conducted, they called me back to come and take the results. My body was shaking as I was going. I opened the results and my heart almost fell. The 3 children are mine. I sat on the floor and started crying. Catarrh was rushing from my nose. They were asking me why I was crying, but I told them they won't understand what I have been through. As I left the hospital, I went to buy cold malt to drink first to cool my mind. I also bought small bottle of Coca-Cola and Fanta for my children to cool their mind at home. I slept for 4 hours that day. When I woke up, reality dawned on me that I will pay debts. I called my wife and insulted her so much for what she had put me into. She asked if she was the one that sent me to go and do DNA test. She said if I trusted her so much, I would have known that she was lying about the kids not being mine. I told her to come home. She said she was not coming again. I started to think my life again. I said to myself that I can't pay this debt alone and my wife must join me. So I went to her father's place and I begged her very well so she will come back home with me. Her parents also begged her. She followed me home. After some days, I reminded her that we have debts to pay. She said she won't join me to pay because she didn't send me that message. I told her she was the one that pushed me into it and she must follow me to pay or else we will lose our house and properties. I lied to her that I used the house as collateral and if we don't pay, they will come and throw us out. She started to grumble and lament. I told her she was the one that caused it, so we must join hers to pay. That was how we both started to pay for the money, but I was the one paying more. We were soaking Gary while paying the money. We suffered so much and the only positive thing that came out from that issue was that it stopped quarrel in our house. I became afraid of my wife, so I was always minding my business. Even if she does something to provoke me, when I remember the loan, I will just keep quiet. The 2 of us are respecting ourselves now, all thanks to the DNA test saga. But seriously, who says he is not afraid of women? I pity that person.